Here I've got part number 3, which was the glue block. It's like 0.75 by 0.75 by 7. But I just wanted to show you another something here before I move on to the other things. I was creating it and I actually hit the extrude before I got my sizes in. So a couple of ways you can do that. You can go back in here and edit your sketch. You can right click and go edit sketch to edit the sketch. Or you can right click and go show dimensions. Well, in this case, I didn't place any dimensions there on the backside, but I could just click here, double click that, and change it. Okay, and then you notice up here, I get a little local update, a little arrow bolt on the thing. So I have to update to make it work. All right, but now, since I didn't apply dimensions, I got to go back in and edit the sketch. And that was 7. And that was 0.75. All right, so there's got my glue block. Okay, part number 4 is the apron that sits on the front. And so we'll go with a view. And here's another. You could use construction lines like I showed you before. Honestly, I find it easiest just to dimension and constrain unless I get something really, really bizarre going on. Okay. And since the dimensions on these are located from, the ends and the corners, we're just going to do a 2-point rectangle from the origin. And it is 16 long and 2 tall. All right. Now that it's got chamfers and fillets at both ends, we can do them in 2D. We can do them in 3D. So let's do a 2D fillet of radius 0.5. I'll choose that line and that line. And then let's do a 2D chamfer. And our options here, this is if it's chamfered equal distance on both sides. Here, if it's different distances on 2 sides. Here, if you've got a distance and an angle. Okay. We've got a 0.75 by 45. Of course, 45-degree angle will be the same on both sides. So either this option will work or that option works, either one. If you use this angle with something other than 45 degrees, let's say it's 30 degrees. Now, the order in which you pick your lines determines the angle. Okay. So you just have to, you play around with that, you'll get it figured out. All right, so there's some 2D fillets and chamfers. Now this thing has got some arc cutouts. The easiest way, just draw a circle of your radius of 2. I'm going to do 2 of them. And, I could have made that equal to that dimension. That way, if I change one, it changes the other. Easy peasy. So let's dimension from the end or the origin, either one, to the center there is 5.5. And then from the center to center should be 5. All right. And it has a dimension of 3.25 down from the top. Okay. Now they both moved up because when I drew the second circle, remember I projected over from the center of that. So they were constrained based on those center points. This tells me I need one more dimension. Golly, I can't think what. I want to drag that out so I can see it. maybe when I did that chamfer, it took the collinear stuff off. So let's try collinear. Aha, those are not. Okay, so let's go with a horizontal constraint from that center to that center. That's what we wanted. Now we can trim. X for trim. Awesome. 3 dimensions needed now. Huh? What's up with that? Aha, I know. Because these things are probably no longer on the x-axis. That got weird when I drew that. Mm. Why are you not? Maybe this one too, huh? Yeah, weird. Okay. All right, so now we're fully constrained. We can extrude that. Choose that. 0.75. Okay. And then we'll do a 3D fillet of 0.5. Easy peasy. Okay. And a chamfer of 0.75. And since it's a 45-degree angle, I can use that. And so I'll just click on that. All right. And my material type is a wood. Birch I'm using. And save it. Part number 4. Awesome. There it is. Okay. Part number 5 is the seat top. And we're going to investigate slots. I don't know that y'all have actually done any slots. And so yeah, let's sketch on the XY plane. And we can do I tell you what, let's go with a rectangle that is 16 by 0.75. Okay, let's turn on our axes here. All right, and let's do a coincident constraint. Center that onto the axes. And then a collinear constraint, bottom to there. All right. And it's got some slots down both sides. So let's draw a line here. We can put in our dimensions as we go, 0.25. Come across 0.75. Yep. You just got to watch your object snaps, okay, or your constraints, I'm sorry. Trim that out. Come down here, do the same thing. And now we need the dimensions for that. Come on, dimension. That should be 1. One dimension needed. Aha! It lost the, when we split it, it lost that coincident constraint in the middle. So let's go back to, it's not picking you up. Why? Oh, there it is over there because it moved. There we go. Okay, now we're fully constrained. And so let's extrude. And I'm going to extrude symmetrically, 7 inches overall. Okay, and then we have a fillet on the ends of 0.5. Okay, so that's got my part. Now we're going to do a slot here in the middle. And so we'll go with a sketch on the top surface to be fine. Wow, why'd you turn? And, okay, they're visible. If we go to our pull down under there, we've got some options for slots. Okay, and the dimensions that we got on our paper drawing gives it center to center. So that's what we'll go with. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and see it's projecting off of the center point, the origin. And so it is 3 inches center to center. And then a radius of 0.5. Okay, and so that created the sketch for my slot, but it needs to be 6.5 from the end. So we'll go up dimension. Can I grab that and go to the center? 6.5. Lovely. 1 dimension needed. It didn't align it to the middle. So we can do a horizontal constraint. Boop, clip. No. Coincident constraint. It's picking up something, so let's drag it back down. Weird. This is frustrating sometimes, you know. I guess I could just apply a dimension to it, eh? Probably the best way to go. Yeah, best way. And then we go finish sketch. And cut that through all. And there we go. Nice, easy way to create slots. Okay, so let's change our color, save our part. And then I will come back and we will talk about assemblies in the next video.